Right now, your brain is making a choice. Keep watching or find something easier. This happens hundreds of times every day, and it's killing your ability to do anything important. Here's the truth. The same system making you quit can be reprogrammed to make you love hard work, and it starts with understanding what's actually happening inside your head. Your brain on easy mode. Your brain runs on one question. What gives me the best reward for the least energy? High effort, uncertain outcome? Your brain says no. Low effort, instant pleasure? Your brain says yes. This isn't laziness. This is ancient survival programming. But now, your brain is living in a world designed to exploit it. Every app, every video, every notification is engineered by scientists to hijack your reward system. Let's talk about what's really going on. There's a tiny part of your brain called the nucleus accumbens. It runs on dopamine. But dopamine isn't about pleasure. It's about wanting. When you scroll, every swipe might show something interesting. So your brain floods you with dopamine to keep you searching. You're chasing the next hit. Here's the problem. When you get too many easy dopamine hits, your brain adapts. Your dopamine receptors decrease. Now you need more stimulation just to feel normal. That book you loved? Boring. That workout you enjoyed? Impossible. You're not losing willpower. You're experiencing tolerance. Just like any drug. The reset. But here's the good news. What's been broken can be fixed. Your brain rewires itself based on what you do. Every choice either builds discipline or feeds distraction. A dopamine detox removes the artificial, overwhelming sources. Think of it like a volume dial that's been maxed out so long that normal sound feels like silence. You're turning it down so your brain remembers what normal feels like. When you remove easy pleasure, your dopamine receptors become sensitive again. Activities that seemed boring start feeling engaging. You're not becoming someone new. You're returning to baseline. How to actually do this? First, identify your biggest dopamine source. Not what you enjoy most, but what takes the least effort for the most stimulation. For most people, their phone. Pick a time frame. 3 days minimum. 7 is better. During this time, you're forcing your brain to find satisfaction in harder activities. But you can't just remove things. You have to replace them. Read instead of scroll. Cook instead of order. Walk without headphones. Exercise without music. These feel boring at first because your system is tuned to high intensity. But after a few days, your brain learns. It starts releasing dopamine for these activities too. Pleasure versus satisfaction. There's a critical difference. Pleasure is immediate and empty. Satisfaction is delayed and lasting. You can spend all day entertained and still feel unfulfilled. That's pleasure without satisfaction. When you accomplish something difficult, your brain releases dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. This is what athletes feel after pushing through pain, what creators feel after hours of focus. It's more powerful than any notification. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you strengthen the advanced parts of your brain. You're upgrading your operating system. What happens next? After a proper detox, you'll notice your attention span expanding. Things that bored you will hold your focus. You'll think more clearly, make decisions faster. Most surprisingly, you'll feel genuine excitement about things that used to feel like chores. That project you avoided, you'll want to work on it. This isn't motivation. This is your brain functioning the way it was designed to. The choice. Here's what I want you to do. Right now, identify your biggest source of empty dopamine. Then commit to removing it for 7 days. Not forever. Just 7 days. Notice the restlessness. Notice when it peaks. Notice when it fades. Notice what fills the space. You weren't meant to be a slave to algorithms. You were meant to do hard things and love doing them. That version of you is waiting. And it starts with one choice. Let your brain breathe, step away from the noise, and trust that on the other side of temporary discomfort is permanent transformation. Your brain is ready. Are you?